Well, hello, Red class. Well, hello, everybody. Can you touch your jaw? Touch your jaw, touch your jaw. Well, hello, everybody. Can you touch your jaw? Touch your jaw. Well, hello, everybody. Can you touch your claws? Touch your claws, touch your claws. Well, hello, everybody. Can you touch your claws? Touch your claws. I want to teach you a new song today, and it has some hand motions. We're going to zoom, 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 and there's a moon, and climb, and we're going to count backwards from 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then there's a blast off. And you can blast off just with your arms, or if you want, you could jump with your whole body to blast off. Here's our song. Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon. Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon. If you want to take a trip, climb aboard my rocket ship. Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off! Today our story is called Snail Crossing by Corey R. Tabor. One lucky day, Snail was out scooting around when he saw the most beautiful sight. A field of plump, crisp cabbages just across the road. "Well, you won't stop me," said Snail to the road. Snail had been traveling for some time when he decided to take a break. "Why, I must be nearly there," thought Snail. Do you think he's nearly there? Look at how far he's gone, not even to the middle of the road. He was watching the grumbling gray clouds when he felt something coming his way. What it was, Snail couldn't say. Some things are too big and fast for snails to ponder. "Well, you won't stop me," said Snail to the thing. Snail was cabbage-bound. Nothing could stand in his way. "Hey, you're standing in our way. We've got a road to cross here," yelled a troop of rowdy ants. And they probably would have carried on like that if it hadn't started to rain. "Rain!" cried the ants. "Help! Help! Help!" Cabbage-bound or not, Snail couldn't just leave them there. "Come in," said Snail. "Come in before you drown." "Tea?" asked Snail. "Oh, please. Thank you. That would be lovely," said the ants. Click. "We're sorry about earlier. Terribly sorry. Sometimes we get a bit antsy," said the ants. "Oh, I know the feeling," said Snail, and he told them all about the plump, crisp cabbages just across the road. Said the ants. When the rain stopped, the ants said thank you, thank you, thank you, and goodbye. "Well, I hope you'll come back soon," said Snail. "Count on it," said the ants, and off they went. "Now, where was I?" said Snail to himself. Oh, yes. Snail was cabbage-bound. Nothing could stand in his way. Snail was scooting right along when he noticed something standing in his way. "Lunch," said the hungry crow. "Well, you won't eat me," said Snail. "Can't you see I'm cabbage-bound? Evasive maneuvers! Evasive maneuvers!" Look, he's running around in a circle to confuse the crow. And just like that, the hungry crow was gone. Snail was very relieved, but a little dizzy from all that spinning. Snail scooted and scooted and scooted, and hooray, said Snail, I made it. But where was the cabbage? Well, shoot, said Snail. Oh dear, can you see what happened? All those circles that he went in got him confused, and he went back right where he started. But what was that on the horizon? Could it be? It was. The cabbage was coming to Snail. Hooray, said Snail. Thank you, he said to the ants. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Then the new friends went inside for cabbage soup and tea, and no one felt antsy at all. Well, it seems like it's always a good idea to be helpful and friendly, because you just never know when your new friends might come back and help you. Well, get out your blackbirds, friends. You can grab some towels or some scarves, or whip off your socks, or even use your hands. Two little blackbirds sitting on a mast. Remember, that's the pole that sticks up in a sailboat that holds the sail. Two little blackbirds sitting on a mast. One was slow, one was fast. Fly away slow, fly away fast. Come back slow, come back fast. Two little blackbirds sitting on the ice. One was mean, one was nice. Fly away, mean. Fly away, nice. Come back, mean. Come back, nice. Two little blackbirds sitting on a gate. One was early, one was late. Fly away early, fly away late. Come back early, come back late. Oh, there you are. We were waiting for you. Two little blackbirds flying in the sky. One was low, one was high. Fly away low, fly away high. Come back low, come back high. Hello, we have a lot of activities this week. The first one is a reminder that I gave everyone a plastic egg and their supplies, and I'd like you to make a shaker egg that you can bring to our Zoom on Thursday. So open it up and put anything you like inside that will rattle around and make noise. So it could be rice or beans or gravel, or I don't know, a couple of Legos. You could experiment with things that make interesting sounds. So I just have a little spoonful of popcorn that I'm putting in my egg, and then I'm closing it very carefully and making sure it's closed. You might want to put a piece of tape around the middle so that it stays closed, and then try it out and see what kind of noise it makes. Ooh, all right, so bring your shaky egg on Thursday so we can use it in our dance party. This activity is a floating and sinking activity. And actually, teacher Caitlin made this paper and shared it with us. And the first thing says, does a plastic egg sink or float? Now, you could use the plastic egg that I gave you in your supplies, but I noticed that those eggs have a hole, and those plastic eggs have holes in them. So if you have a different plastic egg that doesn't have holes in it, try that. And the first question is, does it float or does it sink? Give it a try. And then The next thing to try is, what if I put something inside? So what if you put something inside the egg, like this glass heart I was going to try? Close it up and try it again. Now does it float or sink? And then, whoa! Then the last thing is, does a real egg sink or float? So you can ask your grown-up for a real egg, and you can carefully put it in some water and see if it floats or does it sink. Let me know what you find out. Now we have some activities that have to do with flying. This one you can make into a paper rocket. Yours might be a different color. I made several different colors, but the first thing that you do is cut the circle and then cut this piece out of the circle. It's okay if you don't cut it exactly perfectly on the lines. It works just fine. So there's your circle, and then cut. What shape is this that we're cutting out of our circle? Kind of reminds me of a triangle. All right, so now you have this shape, and you're going to fold it until it looks like a hat. And then put a piece of tape right there. And then you have this. Now the next thing you need is a plastic bottle or a Stomp Rocket toy or a straw or anything that whoosh, a puff of air. So I've always done it with a plastic bottle. I have this empty bubbly water bottle, and you put your paper rocket on top and poof the air. Ready? And it flies. Woo! And if you have a bottle like this and you haven't done it yet, you could use this and then make a rain gauge out of the bottle. I found this squishy bottle that goes on a bicycle, and I found that that works. All right. And if you don't have a bottle, I even found that a straw works. So see if you can find something at your house that poofs air and will make your paper rocket fly. All right, now we're going to make a hoop glider. It has 2 hoops. So you have a little packet that looks like this. So take it apart, take out the 3 pieces, a long red piece, a short pink piece, and a gold paper straw. So fold it or bend it around until it makes a circle. That's your hoop. And then use your tape and tape it into a hoop. You know what, I think that's probably good, but I might also put some tape on the inside. You decide what works for you. All right, so you have a big hoop, and then do the same thing. Fold this around, bend this around, and make a little circle, which is your little hoop. And then, you know what? I've made several of these, and after making several of them, I discovered a way to make it easier. Isn't that great? Sometimes when you practice or you make the same thing over and over again, you figure out a better way to make it. So you can tape the straw on the inside of the hoop, but I found out that it's a lot easier to tape it on the outside of the hoop. and it still flies just as nicely. So tape the big hoop to one end of your straw. Then tape the little hoop to the other end of the straw. Make sure your hoops are on the same side of the straw. You don't want it to look like this. You want your hoops to be right on top of each other on opposite ends of the straw. So tape that. It's not the easiest thing to do, so you might need help with this part. I think I might need a little help with this part. There we go. And now you can pick it up, you hold it on the straw and throw it gently and it will fly. Now I have two kinds of kites that you can make. You'll need to get this envelope that says kites on it, and inside the envelope are some streamers and a bamboo stick. And you can use those for both kites, or if you just choose to make one kite, you can use them all on one kite. The first kind of kite is called the plastic bag kite. So you just need to ask your grown-up to find you a plastic bag from the grocery store that has handles like this. It can be any color, any kind. And you lay it out flat on your table, and you can use the streamers from the kite envelope and tape them on the end of the bag. You can use one streamer, you could use 5 streamers, you could cut them in half. You do it however you like. And then ask your grown-up for a long piece of string or yarn to tie to the handles. And I know, isn't this a silly kite? It's a plastic bag, but it's so fun to fly. And I will show you a video of me flying my plastic bag kite. All right, here is our 5-minute paper kite. Now I drew the lines for you so that you would know where to fold, but unfortunately I didn't realize that the copy machine was not going to copy it right on the center, so the lines are off. Darn it, that didn't work out how I had planned, but that's okay. Put your paper like this and then fold it in half so that the lines are on the inside. Fold it right in half like that. Now, your grown-up can help, but you're going to fold this side, fold it right on the line. That's okay. That line is okay. And then flip it over and fold this so that it matches the other side. The corners match. This line that I drew for you to fold on doesn't work anymore, but that's okay. Just make sure that the corners are matching. And then you can pick it up, put it like this, and that is the top of your kite. So you need to put some tape right down the middle. You can use one big piece of tape or a couple of small pieces of tape, whatever is easiest for you, and just tape that right down. If you want, you can color the top of your kite so it's very colorful. I gave you a white piece of paper so that you could color it. All right, now see this line right here is where you're going to put this bamboo skewer that I gave you. And use your tape and tape that down. You can use a big piece of packing tape for this too if you have that, but Scotch tape also works. All right, so now you have that part of your kite, and now you can flip it over, and this is the part that you're going to attach your string to. So with a ruler, find a spot that's about 3 inches down. Doesn't have to be exact. Put a piece of tape there and punch a hole or poke a hole, and that's where you're going to attach your string. Here is a kite that I made out of a scratch piece of paper, and I see where I tied the string on, and then flip it over. And I used one of the streamers from the kite envelope to tape onto the bottom. And whoosh, I'll show you a video of me flying this kite too.